Who is Joseph Kony, and how did he become Africa's most wanted man? Today we delve into the origins of a man whose name is synonymous with war crimes and terror. Born in Uganda in 1961, Joseph Kony's early life was far from ordinary. At the tender age of 15, he left the confines of his school to tread an unconventional path, becoming a traditional healer. The socio-political climate of Uganda during Kony's formative years was turbulent, marked by political instability and violence. The young Kony grew up in this tumultuous environment, his life shaped by the harsh realities of his country's struggles. Amidst this chaos, Kony's transformation from an altar boy to a traditional healer hinted at a future far removed from the norm. But the story of Joseph Kony doesn't end there. His journey from a traditional healer to a feared warlord is a tale of power, manipulation, and violence. It's a stark reminder of how individuals can be shaped by their surroundings and circumstances. From a young age, Kony was no stranger to the harsh realities of life, but what led him to turn into a ruthless warlord? Stay tuned as we unravel the rest of Kony's grim narrative in the next scene. How does an altar boy evolve into the founder of one of Africa's most notorious rebel groups, you might ask? Well, the story of the Lord's Resistance Army, or LRA, begins in 1987. Joseph Kony, a former altar boy and traditional healer, founded the LRA as a Christian fundamentalist organization. Its stronghold was in northern Uganda, and its initial goals were deeply rooted in a blend of mysticism, local Acholi traditions, and Christian fundamentalism. The LRA sought to overthrow the Ugandan government to establish a regime based on the Ten Commandments. However, Kony's interpretation of the Ten Commandments was twisted to serve his purposes. As the LRA grew in size and influence, it evolved into a violent, destructive force. Under Kony's leadership, the group committed heinous acts of violence, including indiscriminate killings and forced recruitments. Kony's transformation was complete. He was now the leader of a rebel army, ready to wage war. What made the LRA under Kony's leadership so feared and infamous? A question that plunges us into a chilling narrative of heart-wrenching atrocities. The Lord's Resistance Army, under Kony's iron grip, unleashed a reign of terror that has left an indelible scar on Africa's heartland. Indiscriminate killings were a notorious hallmark of the LRA's operations. Over 100,000 lives were snuffed out, the victims merely collateral in a war they didn't choose. But the LRA's cruelty didn't stop at murder. They abducted children, a staggering 20,000 of them, wrenching them away from the warmth of their homes and thrusting them into the cold grip of warfare. These innocent souls were forced into becoming child soldiers and sex slaves, their childhoods stolen, their futures shattered. 2 million people were displaced, their lives uprooted, their homes reduced to ashes. These actions triggered an outcry from the international community, leading to Kony's indictment by the International Criminal Court in 2005 for crimes against humanity. Kony's reign of terror had turned him into Africa's most wanted man. Despite his notorious reputation, Kony has eluded capture for years. Where is he now? This question has haunted international authorities for nearly 2 decades. The International Criminal Court indicted Kony in 2005 for crimes against humanity, igniting a global manhunt. Efforts to apprehend Kony have spanned across continents, involving various governments, the United Nations, and even private actors. Yet, the elusive warlord remains at large. One can't help but marvel at the grim irony. The world knows his name, his crimes, yet his whereabouts remain a mystery. Rumors and speculation fill the void left by hard facts. Some reports suggest Kony is hiding in the dense jungles of Central Africa, while others claim he's seeking refuge in lawless regions of Sudan. His health status, too, is a subject of debate, with unconfirmed reports of him being seriously ill or even dead. As the hunt for Kony continues, so does the struggle for justice for his numerous victims. His reign of terror has left indelible scars on the face of Africa, and the world watches, waiting for the day when he will be held accountable. The story of Joseph Kony serves as a stark reminder of the dark side of human nature, and the quest for justice continues.